So this whole concept of Airbnb and serviced accommodation, I see more and more landlords going in that direction. Where do you see that market?
I think that's certainly a growth market. So for those watching who may be not familiar with the Airbnb or Booking.com type model, really what it is, these are short stays where people are coming to stay in a property for a short period of time. Let's say, just say, you know, you're off to Dubai on holiday. Rather than booking into a hotel, you might book into an apartment for 5 days and then move off somewhere else, stay somewhere else for 3 or 4 days. So rather than being in a hotel, you're staying in somebody else's property. And that's essentially what this model is. But the way you create the product also depends on who it is that's going to come and stay.
And the standard of your
absolutely
of your property.
The way to think about it is you are competing with hotels for business.
Yes.
And hotels will range from £40 a night to £250 a night for a bed in a room. But they range because they target different type of people, different quality accommodation, different times of the year. So for example, if you buy Edgbaston Cricket Ground, there's a big match going on, the rates are going to be higher.
Yes.
So all these things have an impact. So it's understanding that market before you create your product.
Okay.
That's the starting point. It's a much more hands-on business.
And in terms of returns, how lucrative is the Airbnb industry for landlords?
I think there's,
as opposed to typical.
There's many very profitable property investing, cash making strategies, techniques, completely legal, that you can use and you can adapt. The thing is, you can't do all of them. So it's about focusing on one and picking that one and doing very well with it. So typically on a short stay, let's say your rent would be, say, £1,000 a month. You should be generating twice that, in the region of £2,000 a month.
Okay.
But you'll have costs associated with it as well, and netting that down, you should still be earning significantly more than, say, what your normal rent of £1,000 would have been.
Okay.
If it's not working right. But you've got a number of costs to consider. For example, as with a hotel, you've got to go and change the bedding, the cleaning of the accommodation. You'll have the OTAs, the online travel agent platforms that you use, like Airbnb, Booking.com. They take fees for bringing the guest to you. Merchant account fees. There's various costs involved in operating that business that need to be thought about as well. So it's not just the high level figures. Yes, it's very profitable, but
there's a lot of underground work as well. I mean,